What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Well, hello, people. Hello. We are goddamn it back. What is going on? How is everyone today? I hope that everyone is well. Can y'all hear me well? Is everything good with audio and stuff? I really feel like I want you to be closer to me. Do I need to I want this microphone to be a little bit closer to me. I probably should have did this before I came on here. Anyway, we here. I didn't even put out once again, I did not put out notifications today. I apologize. I need to do that now. Shit. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Okay. But I feel like I need this to be like that. Okay, yeah, and then we'll do you like this, and then we'll change you. All right, there we go. That's the way we want it. And then we're gonna move you. Hey, Omar. I'm gonna say hey to y'all in just a second. I'm just tightening up my microphone arm. You know, the little mic arm shit. Just tightening that up. Anyway. Oh, cha. Y'all ready to get this day started? All right. Let me get all my drinks together, and then I'll be ready to say hi to y'all. But yeah, we are here, y'all. We are back for another day We got a lot to talk about. Programming note, y'all know we will be live tonight for Red, Blue, and Black. Red, Blue, and Black. That will be tonight. So lay around for that. With me and Cams. Let me go up here and greet you all appropriately. Hey Volvo, hey Cookie. What is going on? Tracy W, Universal Goddess, how are you, my love? Cassandra, how you doing? Tamara, how you doing, sweetheart? Crazy homebody girl, you doing good you doing good today, sweetheart? You doing good? Hey Paul. Paul be over there playing with Trey. I have to make sure, to keep him to keep his interest. Otherwise, he'll call Trey back over there and we won't hear from Paul. How you doing today, Paul? I hope Trey treated you nice today. Gabby, what's going on, sweetheart? Tracy C is in the building. Quake is here. Quake is here. Don't fuck off. Quake is here. Oh, you didn't read it? Oh, this is gonna be good, Tracy. Oh, Tracy. Oh, Tracy. Oh. Pinky Tiki. Pinky Tiki, girl. What's going on? Hey, Catherine Powell. Catherine, you been enjoying yourself in the members only chat? I hope you've been enjoying yourself down to the members only chat. I know you one of our newer people down to the members only chat. You been enjoying it? Hey, Omar, what's going on, bruh? What is good? What is good, Omar? Jeannie, what's going on? Drinks with D. I know Drinks with D been in the members only chat for a while. I know he been enjoying himself all these months now. Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is good? What is up? So listen, y'all. Because I know we're going to cover most of our politics and campaign stuff on Red, Blue, and Black tonight, we're going to start off in the dossier today. We're not going to start off with our sugar spiky moments today. We're going straight to the mess. Let me put in the members only chat that we live. I don't want the people to accuse me of not letting them know that we live. Because we about to get into some shit today. Okay? Sure. Lord. Okay. Where am I at? Child, the members only chat is doing the damn thing today. They are out of order over there. Listen, nothing goes unnoticed down to the members only chat. Okay, they be breaking news over there. Do you hear me? Breaking news around those parts. So listen. Shout out to the members. So let me put this on Instagram. All right. All right. There's Instagram and also let me put this on the tube of you. All right. All right. There's YouTube. There's Instagram. All who don't know at this point, I don't know what to tell you. All right. We here. We live. We live. We all the way live. We all the way live. All the way live. We all the way live. I'm all right. At least it's Tuesday, not Monday, child. Child. So let's get down in the dossier today. So put a shondo in the chat. If you ready to get this party started, go ahead and put a shondo. That's not what you want to do, L Teddy. Go ahead and put a shondo in the chat. So today we starting right in. We diving right in the deep end. We're going straight to Final Jeopardy today. Okay, we're not playing around. We're not mixing words or anything like that. We starting straight in Final Jeopardy. Hey TJ, what's going on? Hey Cams, what's good, my love, my boo, my doll? Xavier, what's going on? Ravine, how you doing? Cassandra, I'm glad you here. I see the members got word that we was live. Anyway, so y'all, there's an explosive new lawsuit. And thanks to my clandestine informant, we have, that is the victim right there. Her name is Talia Graves. And that is her attorney, Gloria Allred. Listen, I ain't gonna even keep it. I'm not gonna bury the lead. We got the details right here. Okay. Thanks to our clandestine informant, Tracy, we got the information right here. I'm gonna make it big so y'all can see it. Hey Angela. Hey V Carter. Hey Complex 613. Hey Monk Chip Boo. Listen, hey Ronald, let me tell y'all now, trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'm gonna say it again. Trigger warning. And I'm telling you now, this is a trigger warning. We are going to read this lawsuit. It is triggering. I'm telling you now. I'm sorry. Tracy says she's the NYC court informant. Thank you. Hey, Tanya Boo. So, hey, Earl, what's going on, Earl? I feel like I ain't seen you in a while, Earl. How you been doing? Hey, Miss Baythang. Listen, are y'all ready to get this party started? All right, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste time. So the plaintiff is Miss. I don't know if it's Talia or Talia Graves. Talia is easier to pronounce until she tells me it's Talia instead of Talia. I'm just gonna say Talia, but it's Talia Graves. She's the plaintiff. This lawsuit is against Sean Carter, Joseph Sherman, Daddy's House Recording Inc., Opco LLC, Combs Global, Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Enterprises Holdings, Bad Boy Production Holdings, Bad Boy Books Holding, Bad Boy Records LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, Bad Boy Productions LLC, and Organizational Does 1 through 10. Listen, she's suing everybody. Everybody getting a part of it. Listen, I just started, Jim Bunny. How you doing today, boo? Listen, I'm telling y'all now, trigger warning. If you're easily offended, trigger warning. I'm just gonna tell you now. Plaintiff Talia Graves, by and through her attorneys, Allred, Morocco, and Goldberg, and Cuddy Hecker Wang LLP, for her complaint alleges as follows. Introduction 1. In or around the summer of 2001, plaintiff's life was violently knocked off course when defendants Sean Combs and Joseph Sherman viciously draped her at the Bad Boy Records studio in New York City. Plaintiff was 25 at the time and dating one of Combs' employees, a relationship that Combs exploited to lure plaintiff into meeting him and Sherman alone. Once they successfully sequestered plaintiff, Combs and Sherman gave plaintiff a drink, likely laced with a drug that eventually caused her briefly to lose consciousness. She awoke to find herself bound and restrained. 3. Combs and Sherman proceeded to brutally sexually abuse and violate plaintiff. Combs mercilessly draped her anally and vaginally. Sherman forcefully slammed plaintiff onto the table, slapped her, and repeatedly thrust his penis into her mouth. Both men were undeterred by plaintiff's cries for help throughout the attack. Plaintiff never recovered from defendant's violent drape. She had suicidal thoughts and ideation and has received extensive psychological treatment because of defendant's attack. For decades, she remained silent and did not report the crime out of fear that defendants would use their power to ruin her life, as they had repeatedly explicitly threatened to do. To this day, plaintiff suffers from severe depression, anxiety, and panic attacks and still lives in fear of defendants. Any progress plaintiff had made in healing from the attack over the years was dramatically reversed on or around November 27, 2023, when she learned for the first time that Combs and Sherman had video recorded the horrific rape 22 years before and had shown the video to multiple men, seeking to publicly degrade and humiliate both plaintiff and her boyfriend. Okay, Earl, we just glad you're here now, Earl. Let's keep going. Plaintiff could not believe that defendants would record themselves committing such a gruesome crime and then proceed proudly and widely to disseminate the recording of it. She was distraught and sunk into a deep depression. She again considered ending her life. This action seeks redress for defendants' brutalizing, misogynistic, and violent attacks on plaintiff, starting in 2001 with her drape and continuing in the subsequent years as they compounded her humiliation by showing the video of the sexual assault to others. Parties: plaintiff Talia Graves is a female who resides in Harris County, Texas. Defendant Sean Combs, who is a male. Sean Combs is a male who, on information and belief, resides in Los Angeles, California, though at the time of filing was incarcerated in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. On information and belief, at all relevant times, Combs owned and or controlled Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Bad Boy Production Holdings, Bad Boy Books Holding, Bad Boy Records LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, Bad Boy Production LLC, Daddy's House Recording Studio Inc., and CE Opco LLC, DBA Combs Global, FKA Combs Enterprises LLC, altogether the Combs Corporations. The facts of Combs' ownerships and titles at the Combs Corporations enabled him to commit the unlawful sexual violence against plaintiff described herein, and or to harass and subsequently intimidate her into silence after the drape. Defendant Joseph Sherman, aka Big Joe, is a male who, on information and belief, resides in Westchester County, New York. On information and belief, Sherman was employed by Combs and or by the Combs Corporation during the relevant period. The facts of Combs' ownership and titles and Sherman's titles at the Combs Corporations enabled Sherman to commit the unlawful sexual violence against plaintiff described herein, and or to harass and subsequently intimidate her into silence after the drape. I don't need to go into that. We know who the corporations are. Let's get to the details. Hold on. They're just telling you about all of the businesses, so I can skip through all of this. All right. This is telling you about the jurisdiction and venue. We're trying to get to the details. All right. Here are the factual allegations. This is where it gets real serious. Once again, hey, Nessa, boom. Go ahead and hit the like button now. If you are triggered, now is the time to get out. Get your ass out now. If you are triggered, okay, get out. Get out now. Lord. Turn this a little more. All right. All right. Let's do it. Plaintiff, this is the factual allegations. Background: plaintiff's family immigrated to New York City when plaintiff was a teenager in connection with her mother's work. Her family ultimately settled in Rego Park, Queens, where she completed her education and where she was living when she met Combs. Defendant Combs, also known by his stage name Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother Love, or Love, is a prominent rapper, record executive, and businessman. He rose to fame in the 1990s with his record label Bad Boy and continued to be a notable figure in the music and entertainment industry in the following years. Combs had continued to amass wealth and power throughout his business ventures in music, fashion, fragrance, beverage marketing, film, television, and media industries. I don't need to know who the Bad Boy Enterprise is. We know who they are. Let's get to the details. Okay. As detailed below, see infra paragraphs 57 through 54. Combs has a long history of violence and abusing and raping women, and there have been several civil lawsuits filed against Combs in the past years alleging sexual violence and abuse. On September 16, 2024, Combs was arrested and charged with racketeering. This tells you, I think we need to skip down. Hold on. She said 57. Because we're trying to get to the allegations. Oh, here it is right here. I'm sorry. I was about to pass it. In or around the summer of 2001, plaintiff received a call from Combs concerning her boyfriend's employment at Bad Boy. This is where it gets good. Wait, let me go back. Let me go back one more, a little bit further, and so that we can get the background information, okay? Plaintiff met defendant Combs in or around late 1999 or early 2000 through her then boyfriend, who was an executive at Bad Boy. In addition to working together, plaintiff's boyfriend and Combs had a close personal relationship. Plaintiff frequently visited her boyfriend at the Bad Boy studio in New York City and attended events hosted at Combs' residences. Over time, plaintiff became familiar with Combs and he knew about her relationship with her boyfriend. Defendants trick, drug, and violent drape plaintiff. In or around the summer of 2001, plaintiff received a call from Combs concerning her boyfriend's employment at Bad Boy. He told her he wanted to meet with her in person to discuss her boyfriend's supposed performance issues. First of all, that should have been a red flag. Why are you calling me about my boyfriend and his performance issues at your job? I ain't got nothing to do with that. How am I going to help? Wait, this is my boyfriend. You got a problem with him and his work ethic or whatever he's doing at the job. You need to talk to him, not me. But that's just me. I'm just saying that would have been a red flag to me right there. But who am I? I'm going to continue reading. Her boyfriend was determined to climb up the ladder at Combs' record label, and as his romantic partner, plaintiff was committed to helping him. Plaintiff agreed to meet with Combs. In retrospect, it was evidently a sick and twisted way of using his ownership of and title at Bad Boy and its affiliate entities to abuse plaintiff and also show his power and ability to humiliate her boyfriend, his executive. A few hours later, Combs arrived at plaintiff's mother's residence in Queens with Sherman, who was employed by Combs as his bodyguard at the time. Sherman was driving an SUV and Combs was in the back seat. After plaintiff entered the vehicle, Combs offered her a glass of wine, which she accepted. Combs began discussing his alleged concerns about her boyfriend's performance at work. Meanwhile, as plaintiff drank what had been handed to her, she started to feel lightheaded, dizzy, and physically weak. In retrospect, it is clear that Combs had caused a drug to be put in plaintiff's drink, as a few sips of wine had never impacted her that way. Combs and Sherman drove plaintiff to the Bad Boy studio in Manhattan. When they arrived and plaintiff tried to get out of the car, she realized that she was feeling odd and found it difficult to walk. She assumed this was her fault and did her best to act normal and followed Combs as he led her eventually to a couch in a private room in the Bad Boy studio. She later came to understand this was Combs' personal lounge and office at the Bad Boy studio. Combs sat on the couch next to plaintiff and continued speaking to her. Plaintiff began feeling even more woozy and sedated. She then lost consciousness. When plaintiff regained consciousness, if you're triggered, this is where you need to exit for real, because it's about to get real salacious here, okay? If you are easily triggered, hey, Jay Parrish, this is where you exit now. When plaintiff regained consciousness, she was naked and her hands were tied behind her back with what felt like a plastic grocery bag. Plaintiff shouted for help. In response, Sherman lifted her up from the couch and forcefully slammed her face down on what was apparently a pool table. Shortly thereafter, Combs entered the room naked. Combs reached for a container of lubricant because we know he got a whole lot of bottles of them just laying around everywhere. Combs reached for a container of lubricant that smelled like menthol and proceeded to apply it to his penis. He then bent plaintiff over the table, causing her feet to dangle above the floor, forcefully held her down, and anally penetrated her without her consent. Plaintiff is 4'11" tall and weighed only 103 pounds at the time. Plaintiff was unable to move, totally overpowered physically, in addition to being drugged and bound. Plaintiff screamed out in pain, but Combs continued to violently, anally drape her. He easily physically overpowered her, smashing her head down on the pool table while she futilely tried to wriggle out from under him. During the brutal attack, plaintiff vomited in her mouth and on the table. At one point, she involuntarily defecated. Combs was undeterred. He wiped himself off, applied more lubricant, and without any acknowledgement of plaintiff's distress, proceeded to then vaginally penetrate plaintiff. Y'all got a lot going on. Hold on, let me take a swig. This is a lot. Let me see what y'all saying. This is a lot already. Hey, Miss Cookie. God help us. Plaintiff experienced intense pain and burning sensations in her vagina and anus. Plaintiff continued to scream for help because of the extreme pain she felt as Combs penetrated her over and over. She then lost consciousness again. The next time she regained consciousness, plaintiff was on the couch and Sherman was standing in front of her with his bare penis in her face. Sherman slapped plaintiff in the face and forcefully inserted his penis into her mouth. Sherman slapped her yet again and continued to thrust his penis into plaintiff's mouth. Plaintiff once again lost consciousness. When she next awoke, plaintiff was on the couch naked and alone in the room. Plaintiff was in severe pain and distress. Her anus and vagina burned, her face and wrists were bruised, and her genital area smelled strongly of menthol. She felt a liquid, presumably semen, dripping out from inside of her. Her dress was thrown over her. Her purse was on the couch next to her, and her bra was on the floor nearby. She did not see her underpants. Terrified that Combs and Sherman would return, plaintiff quickly got dressed and bolted out of the studio room where she had been draped. Still dizzy and weak, plaintiff called I guess that's a delivery, but it says livery driver that her family regularly hired and knew well. The driver picked her up from outside the Bad Boy studio. She was disheveled, crying uncontrollably and suffering from agonizing pain. The driver drove her to the hospital and tried to convince her to report the drape and get a drape kit, but she was unable to leave the car, shaking and crying hysterically and terrified of what Combs would do to her and her family if she reported him. Let me take a pause. Mm. 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 Dear God, I know this is a lot. I did give a trigger warning. I did warn several times. If you are easily triggered, please exit. I do not want to trigger anybody. I do not want to cause any pain for anyone, but I do want to get through this. The aftermath and impact of the drape on plaintiff. Plaintiff sustained serious physical injuries in the aftermath of the drape. As noted, she had burning in her vagina and anus and bruising on her wrists and face. In the days after the assault, she suffered prolonged and bleeding and anal bleeding and hemorrhoids. She suffered prolonged anal bleeding and hemorrhoids. Because of Combs's power and notoriety, plaintiff was afraid to report what had happened. She was involved in a contentious divorce and custody battle at the time and feared reporting the drape would cause her to lose custody of her young child. Plaintiff confided in her boyfriend, Combs's employee, hoping he would comfort and support her. But instead of supporting her, he discouraged her from disclosing the assault, telling her that it would negatively impact his own career. Following the assault and multiple times over the years, both Combs and Sherman contacted plaintiff and warned her to be silent, threatening repercussions, including plaintiff potentially losing custody of her son if she ever disclosed the assault. Because of their enormous power in the industry, including through their ownership of and positions at the Combs corporations, plaintiff knew that they could follow through on their threats. Plaintiff told close friends that Combs and Sherman had drugged and savagely draped her, but as noted, was afraid to report the attack to the police out of fear that defendants would follow through on their threats. She was even afraid to stay in New York City while Combs lived there. So with the help of friends, she fled to Pennsylvania. Plaintiff has in fact relocated multiple times throughout the years in an effort to stay away from Combs. Plaintiff has suffered irreparable harm because of the brutal drape by defendants Combs and Sherman. She suffers from severe depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. She also has suffered suicidal ideations and intrusive thoughts and has attempted to end her life. Plaintiff lives in constant fear. She struggles with hypervigilance and experiences anxiety and panic attacks in social settings, preferring to be alone. Her need to hide to feel safe has strained her relationships with friends and family. Defendant's drape has also impacted plaintiff's ability to engage in sexual activities with her intimate partners. To this day, she cannot be in certain sexual positions without experiencing flashbacks of Combs violently penetrating her from behind. Plaintiff learns that drape was videotaped and published on or around November 27, 2023. All the trauma of the drape came flooding back to plaintiff when her former boyfriend revealed to her for the first times that Combs and Sherman had recorded and published the video of the horrific attack. Earlier that month, Cassie Ventura had come forward and filed a lawsuit against Combs for subjecting her to years of severe sexual and physical abuse. The case had been settled one day after it had been filed. Plaintiff's boyfriend invoked Mrs. Ventura's effort to hold Combs accountable and for the first time confessed that years earlier. But sometime after the actual drape itself, Sherman and Combs had showed him and a group of men, some of whom were also employed by Combs's companies and or their related entities, the video of plaintiff being draped. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't give a damn who he is. If that's your girlfriend and you in this meeting or whatever y'all was in, it's a bunch of y'all fools hanging out. And he put it and Puffy put on this video, and it's a video of him and his bodyguard savagely raping your girlfriend. You just sit there and just, what really? Somebody got it. I'm just trying to make sense of this. Am I wrong here? I mean, I'm just trying to make sense of this. I'm just trying to make sense of this. Hey, Tracy W. Tracy W., if you're easily triggered, we're reading this lawsuit from Talia Graves. It's pretty graphic, but the boyfriend ain't shit. Let's just be clear here. Let me keep going. Where am I at? Oh, right here. He disclosed that Combs and Sherman had a pattern and practice of non-consensually recording women engaging in sexual acts and making those videos available to the public, including to the public. Wait a minute. Making those videos available to the public, including by selling tapes as pornography. A Bad Boy artist later corroborated in a text message that Sherman, quote, used to sell porn of himself doing this to chicks, end of quote. And that Sherman, quote, did that to a lot of women, end of quote. Who was he selling this to? So you telling me you go buy a porn video and you got Puffy on there, you just go act like it's normal? I'm trying to make I'm just trying to make sense of all of this. Plaintiff's former boyfriend reported that he and the other men watched the recording of plaintiff's drape on a handheld camera while at the Bad Boy studio in New York City. Combs, Sherman, and some of the other men made derogatory comments about the former boyfriend's relationship with plaintiff in an attempt to shame him into cutting ties with plaintiff and to cause her further emotional harm and embarrassment. On information and belief, defendants continued to show the video of the drape to others and through to the present, and or sold the video as pornography. Plaintiff was shocked and horrified that Combs and Sherman had recorded and publicized the video of them draping her. After over 2 decades spent trying to heal and distance herself from the experience, plaintiff was devastated by the news. She felt as if her life had been turned upside down again, and like the drape had been happening again and again, even as she was trying to forget it. She experienced acute psychological distress, plunging into a deep depression and having suicidal ideations. She felt intense fear, anger, and anxiety. Plaintiff lives with the distress of knowing that the video of her brutal drape is in circulation and that anyone, including her family, friends, and peers, could view it at any time. In a panic, she reached out to Sherman after learning about the tape, hoping to protect herself from future humiliation by convincing him to destroy the tape or provide it to her, but he did not respond. Combs' pattern and practice of violence and abuse, including drugging, draping, and secretly recording his violence against women. Combs has a long history of violence and abuse. This long-standing behavior has been enabled by his ownership of and titles at the Combs corporations and their affiliated entities, and the immense wealth and power he has amassed through such business dealings. Among a list of allegations, in 1996, he was found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a gun. In 1999, he was arrested and charged with second-degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with the beating of a record executive, and arrested again the same year in relation to a shooting at a club in New York. The female victim has consistently stated that Combs shot her in the face at point blank range. Combs also has a pattern of practice of using his power and influence in the music and entertainment industries to submit people to sexual violence, often drugging his victims and or coercing them to consume drugs and recording the assaults, often without the victim's knowledge, just as he did with plaintiff. In the past year, a number of these people have come forward to accuse Combs of sexual assault, violent drapes, and or sex trafficking. In November 2023, 3 lawsuits were filed against Combs under the New York Adult Survivors Act. As noted above, Cassie Ventura, an artist signed to Bad Boy, sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for drape and years-long of physical abuse, facilitated in part by Combs having supplied Miss Ventura with copious amounts of drugs and urging her to take them beginning in 2006. Combs regularly recorded Miss Ventura engaging in sex acts he forced her to engage in. Joy Dickerson Neal, who had appeared with Combs in a music video, sued Combs in New York County Supreme Court, alleging Combs drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and secretly recorded the assault in 1991. Lisa Gardner, whom Combs met at an event hosted by a record label affiliated with Bad Boy, sued him for draping her and a friend in 1990 or 1991 when she was only 16. In December 2023, an anonymous plaintiff sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for drugging and gang draping her in 2003 when she was only 17 years old. The complaint alleges that Combs and one of his business associates and employees lured the plaintiff to Daddy's house through their affiliations with the Bad Boy Enterprise and its related entities, and draped her at the same location where plaintiff was draped. In February 2024, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, one of Combs' former producers, sued Combs for forcing him to engage in unwanted sexual sex acts and sex trafficking, among other allegations. In that complaint, Mr. Jones alleges that Combs regularly drugged others, including minors, by giving them alcoholic beverages laced with ecstasy and other date drape drugs, that he believes he himself was drugged by Combs, and that Combs routinely secretly recorded sexual encounters. In May 2024, two more women sued Combs. Former model Crystal McKinney sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for drugging and sexually assaulting her at his recording studio in 2003. Combs had promised to help advance Miss McKinney's modeling career, a promise she believed he would fulfill because of his ownership of and or titles at the Bad Boy Enterprise and its related entities. April Lampros, an intern at Arista Records, which was an owner of Bad Boy, also sued Combs in May 2024 in New York County Supreme Court for draping her on multiple occasions, secretly filming at least one of the assaults and showing the recording to multiple people. Ms. Lampros alleges that Combs ordered her to take the drugs on one occasion before he draped her. In July 2024, former adult film star Adria English, who was employed by Combs as an entertainer at his infamous white parties that brought together the biggest names in the music and entertainment industries, sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for sex trafficking, alleging that he required her to consume drinks laced with ecstasy and secretly recorded the sexual acts he forced her to engage in. In 2024, this is a long list, y'all. In 2024, singer and songwriter Dawn Angelique Richard also sued Combs. Richard was employed by Combs as a part of the girl group Danity Kane, formed by Combs and later as a key member of Combs' band Diddy Dirty Money. She sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for sexual assault, false imprisonment, and for subjecting her to hostile working conditions due to her gender, including degrading comments and threats. Miss Richard has alleged that Combs regularly supplied others, including minors, with copious amounts of drugs and alcohol and subjected them to sexual acts while they were sedated and or unconscious due to the drugs and alcohol. On September 16th, 2024, Combs was arrested at a Manhattan hotel after a grand jury indicted him on sex trafficking and racketeering. The indictment details, quote, for decades, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct, end of quote. And it goes on and on about that and about the indictment. Listen, y'all, that's the gory details. That's the gory. Now, all of this, this is, you know, the legalese and lawyer talk. But yeah, lawyer talk, you know, but basically you got the gory details. You got the gory details. Listen. Mm, mm. What do y'all think? Like, this is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. That poor woman had to go into gory detail about all of the things that he did to her. I listen, y'all, I apologize for those people who may or may not have been triggered when they by hearing this, but I mm, mm, this is a lot. This is a lot. Now, here's the deal. I just want to go back to that grocery list of arrests and allegations and
lawsuits and you know, indictments and all kinds of stuff. Like, do you see how many we had read off? And I'm sure that's just the tip of the iceberg. That is a grain of sand on the beach. That's a drop of water in the ocean in terms of all of the women. This man has a career that spans 3+ decades. One of those women you saw go all the way back to 1990. Can you imagine the scores of women? And it's one thing to do this, but the hubris of someone not only to film it, but to then be showing these films to any and everybody. You ain't even just said, oh, I'm gonna just use this for my sick, twisted, sadistic pleasure. You're using these, you're showing these off to your little friends and stuff. They say the Sherman got a bodyguard was selling the videos, just selling them. Who are you selling these videos to? That's my question. Who are you selling these videos to? And then my other question is, where's this boyfriend? I got a couple questions. Where the fuck is the boyfriend? I want to know where the boyfriend is and why his ass ain't in jail. Why is he not in jail? Why is he not in the lawsuit? That's what I want to know. Where's this raggedy ass boyfriend? My other question is, who are you selling this stuff to? Like, who are you selling this to? Who is out here saying, oh, let me buy this good porn? Oh, that's Diddy. Oh, cool. Let me keep watching this. What? Now, if you go into the deep, dark recesses of porn and stuff like that, now some people get off to drape porn. That's a whole thing where some people get off to drape porn. I can't account for, you know, people's liking or sexual proclivities or whatever they like. I cannot be responsible for whatever people like. So there is a segment of the population that gets into drape porn. However, even if that's the case, when you open up said video and you see Sean Combs, Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love on said porn, is this not? I mean, hell, we had the R. Kelly tapes way back long. Like, I remember the R. Kelly tapes from way back. And when did we see the R. Kelly? What year was the R. Kelly tape? Was that like 01, 02 or somewhere around there? Where the R. Kelly tapes was making their rounds around the barbershop. It was like early 2000s when the R. Kelly tapes, and there were multiple R. Kelly tapes. There was the Golden Showers R. Kelly tape with Sparkle's little niece. And then there was another tape with a woman that was of age with R. Kelly. But because if y'all nilly-willy just letting these tapes get out there, I would venture to guess and surmise, wouldn't we have seen a tape with Brother Love? That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. Sir, I don't see this man getting out of jail no time soon. I wonder how much time he gets. How old is Puffy now? Is Puffy 60 yet? Is he 60 yet? I don't know. How old? Hold on. Let me ask Google. Okay, Google. How old is Sean Combs?
Sean Combs is 54 years old.
He's 54. So if he did 25 years, he could get out at 79 before he's 80. He's 54 years old. So he literally could get out of jail before he's 80 if he did 25 years. You know, people can live decent lives nowadays. I don't know how much time they're gonna give him. Okay, y'all think they're gonna give him how much time did R. Kelly get? Somebody tell me how much time did R. Kelly get? Because this shit is horrible. This is awful as it get. You over here, you done anally draped this woman. She done vomited on your pool table. She done, she done painted you. She done shitted all over herself and all over your dick. You just wipe the dick off. And I'm sure you ain't wipe it good and shove that into the woman's vagina. That, I'm sure there's some kind of cross contamination. Isn't that how you get HPV? When you go from the anus to the vagina without properly wiping it off? Ain't that how you get HPV? I don't know. That's a lot going on, sir. Y'all do notice that his first inclination was to go into that woman's asshole and not in her vagina. He didn't want no parts of the vagina. He don't even sound like he wanted no parts of her mouth. He went straight to the asshole because that's all he wanted some booty. Mm. Mm. This is a lot. It's a whole lot. And the sad part is, this is the tip of the iceberg. How many more women have stories equally as bad or worse? How many more women and men, let's not leave the men out, how many more women and men are out there with stories equally as bad or worse? I'm waiting, Lil Rodney notwithstanding, I'm waiting for the first good lawsuit to come out from somebody, from a male. Where are all of these male sex workers with their lawsuits and stories? That's what I'm waiting for. Where's Knockout in them? Mr. Bolden and all of them. I'm just saying. Because I promise you, there are some male allegations. Did y'all hear what we just read? Listen to what we just read. What we just read, y'all, is as horrible as you could imagine. It's as horrible as you can imagine. The problem with Lil Rod is we've already debunked parts of his lawsuit. So now his validity and credibility is questionable because we willfully and blatantly know that parts of his lawsuit are fabricated. So he's not credible at this point. So that's the problem with Lil Rod. But I'm waiting for the first male porn star or male sex worker to come out and have their lawsuit. I'm just saying. Not Monk Chip going in. Monk Chip say his butt cheek should never catch a break. Where he at? Bend that ass over and hands should be glued to his knees. Not to his knees, no, glue his hands to his ankles. Bend over and touch your ankles. That's where he need to be. Not hand to the knees, hand to his ankles. I'm just saying. Chow. Now listen. If y'all say Robert Sylvester got 30 years, y'all think he gonna get more than 30 years? Now in 30 years, he'll be 84. He could still be alive at 84. Who knows? That's not the rest of his life. I don't know. I don't know how much time he's facing. I don't know. But this was a lot. But we got to keep going. We got a whole dossier over there. But I just wanted to make sure I got through all of that for y'all. What do y'all think about this? Jesus. Lord. Speaking of that man, dear God, God of mercy, God of love. We know the accuser came out with Gloria Allred. She had a let me show y'all that. She had a press conference. The accuser came out with Gloria Allred. They had a whole press conference and everything. And they talked about it. We read all of the gory details. We'll monitor the situation and see what happens. But in more news, Meek Mill says he's gonna pay an investigator $100,000 to find out how his name got tied up with Diddy's sexual assault cases. Really, Meek Mill? I can't make this shit up. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. I just read the stories. Yes, little bust down. Lil Bust Down was on a dossier yesterday. Let me read this real fast. I don't make this shit up. Meek Mill is offering a whopping $100,000 to any investigator who can figure out how his name got all tangled up in Sean Diddy Combs' case. This is a mess. Mills is denying denying claims left and right, saying he has no idea where rumors came from that he was involved in any Diddy parties or any of the sexual assault allegations with Diddy. So to clear his name and to get to the bottom of the whole debacle, Meek Mills is putting up $100,000 as a reward for anyone who can uncover the truth. He went on to X, formerly Twitter, and wrote, quote, I want to hire an investigative team, 100K cash, to find out every single detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. End of quote. What's not right is your attempt at writing the English language. That's what's not right. That's what's not right. Oh, Jesus God. Lord help me. Y'all think I'm reading stuff out of order. I'm just reading what the man wrote, okay? Let me see if I can, because I was supposed to take a picture of it and have it for y'all, and I'm just reading it. Hold on, the hell? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can take a quick picture of it or show y'all, because I can't make this shit up. I want y'all to think I'm making this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. It ain't me. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, let me, because y'all think I'm making this shit up. Hold your line. I have to show y'all that I'm not making this shit up. Hold your line. Okay, this is Meek Mill. This is his Twitter. You see what it says. It says, I want to hire an investigative team, 100K cash, to find out where. This is a mess. Let me make this big for y'all. Hold on. All right, there we go, right there. This is Meek Mill, y'all. I can't make this shit up. I don't want y'all to think that I can't read or something like that, because somebody probably listening to me thinking this bastard can't even read. Hey, kiss my cheeks. I can't make this shit up. This is what Meek Mill said, not L Teddy 27. L Teddy 27 just read this shit. I ain't write this shit, okay? It's not my fault that this man doesn't seem to have any control of the English language. I ain't got nothing to do with this, okay? Now, this, let me make sure it's big enough for y'all to read. There it is. Okay, can y'all see that? That's his words, not mine. He posted this last night, okay? He said, I want to hire an investigative team, 100K cash, to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. That's what he wrote. What's not right, sir, is your command of the English language. That's what's not right. I don't even understand what he's, got going on. Lord. Like, you would think that these people never learned the English language. I can't make this shit up. The attacks, the unbridled attacks on the English language is insufferable at this point. Like Meek Mill, why the fuck are you talking? We just told you this shit the other day. Why are you talking, sir? The more you talk, the more people unsheath more pictures of you and Diddy hugged up. The next thing, we just talked about videos. The next thing you keep talking, it's going to be a video that surfaced. A whole sex tape of you getting your back blown out and your box beat in by Diddy. I don't know. Sir, leave us alone. You need to be somewhere in the darkest crevice of your house, hiding out, trying to hide from everybody. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I literally, I know y'all be thinking I just be making this shit up. I just read the stories. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just read the stories. Hey, L Sid, you late to class. Where you been, L Sid? Because you real late to class. Cassandra, I don't know where his PR team, because for that $100,000, you could probably get you a lawyer, a publicist, a PR team, somebody to help you shut the fuck up. You need to use that $100,000 in a better way and get a better return on your investment, sir. I don't know what y'all want. Listen, I don't know what y'all want from me. All I do, he do want to be seen. Monk, he want to be seen so bad. And this ain't the time when you should want to be seen. Bruh, go sit down somewhere. Bruh. Code 10. Take the chains off the door. The enemy is here. Code 10. Bruh, this is not the time. Go sit your ass down, please. Ooh, listen, Cassandra, between him and Lil Bust Down, I don't know. Listen, the way they be attacking the English language, I can't do it. Somebody need to go tell him to go shut up somewhere. Sham. Baby, I don't know. Listen, I wanted to pull that up just so y'all didn't think that it was me. Like, I don't know how to read. Because I know y'all heard what I read and y'all was like, that shit don't make no sense, L Teddy. And I'm like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just reading what the man wrote. And I know y'all wouldn't believe me if I didn't put the tweet up. There's the tweet. Y'all saw the shit. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Sir, we have nothing for you. Go with God. Well, shake the devil off. Shake. Ow! Shake the devil off. Shake. Ow! Shake the devil off. In the name of Jesus, shake the devil off. Shake. Shake the devil off. Shake. Shake the devil off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. In the name of Jesus, shake the devil off. Why am I saying shake, shake, shake? Shake the devil off with a picture of Brett Favre on my screen? Well, today, Brett Favre went and spoke at a congressional meeting on welfare misspending and reform because welfare queen had to go speak before Congress, right? He said, quote, sadly, I also lost an investment in a company that I believed was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others. I'm sure you'll understand while it's too late for me because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. End of quote. Now, I want to show y'all how fucked up Congress is. They have welfare queen speaking at a congressional committee hearing on welfare, misspending, and reform. Not to nail him to the cross because he's the poster child for the misspending and misuse of welfare funds, but to add commentary. And so in the middle of him trying to garner their sympathy and tears, okay, welfare queen wanted to throw in the I have Parkinson's. Bitch, fuck you and your Parkinson's. Girl, this country, I can't, y'all. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. Y'all have a man over in the great state of Missouri an innocent man scheduled to die tonight in the great state of Missouri. And you got these fucktards rolling around here, right? I'm just not here for it. So while you over there shaking, ask us if we care. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Shake, shake, shake. I'm just saying. Or we could do shake what your mama gave you. Ow, 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 ow. Shake what your mama gave you. Whatever you got to do. Shake it off. Isn't that one of your isn't that what Mayonnaise Mama sing? Shake it off. Don't Mayonnaise Mama got a song called Shake It Off? Isn't that one of her songs? Shake it off or something like that? Whatever you do. Whatever you got to do. We don't give a shit. I'm just saying. But I think Mayonnaise Mama do got a song called Shake It Off. I don't know. Yeah, T Swift, Mayonnaise Mama. We don't know, sir. We don't like you. Go with God. So if you've been, well, I shouldn't say if you've been hiding under a rock, because a lot of news, you know, I can't expect everybody to be in the members only chat and are up to speed and up to date on all the latest and relevant news. Okay, so let me cue this up because Jerry Jones, well, Jamie Foxx was hanging out with Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones wanted to remind y'all that he is slave owner. You know, he I guess he thought he was at the slave auction, and you know, Jamie Foxx tried to, you know, instead of playing, you know, he was in Django, and instead of playing the Django character, he started playing Samuel L. Jackson's character because he wanted to help slave massa not incriminate himself. But here's the part that we got.
Shining like a diamond from a eagle to a pigeon. Birds on the wire, honey deep, and we chillin'. Finger on the trigger, that's that uptown living. High to the sky, no diving for fishes. Puffin', doing donuts in the lamb.
Stay up. Show your balance right there. Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5, 9.5, 210. 5, 9, 210. 4, 4, 1. Okay. 9 and 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
Oh, so you want to cut it off when he starts talking about that? You know, he calling out 5, 9, 210, 8.5-inch dick. Or you want to cut it off? You don't want Massa to get in trouble. No, Massa. Wait, no, you ain't mean that, Massa. You didn't want Massa to get implicated with Massa, height, weight, that's something that I'm gonna ask. I'm thinking he reading off somebody's jacked or grinder profile. 5'9", 210, top, bottom, 8.5-inch dick, no fats, no fat. Like, I didn't know what we was reading. I don't know what was going on. Oh, y'all in here? Do I need to play it again? I need to play it again for y'all. Hold on, because y'all think I'm making this shit up. Hold on, I'm going to play it one more time. I ain't going to keep playing this shit for y'all, but I'm going to play it one more time because y'all might not believe me. I'm going to let y'all hear it again. Listen closely. Pupils. This is where you, not baby or. This is where you turn up your speakers so you can hear it because it's a little soft. And you notice Jamie said, Massa, wait, Massa, you ain't mean that. You see how he quickly turned off the video? Trying to protect Massa. We know Jerry Jones is a known racist. Let me play this. Listen, pupils, you listen real closely.
Shining like a diamond from an eagle to a pigeon. Birds on the wire, honey deep, and we chillin'. Finger on the trigger, that's that uptown living. High to the sky, no diving for fishes. Puffin', doing donuts in the lamb.
Stay up. Show your balance right there. Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5, 9.5, 210. 5, 9, 210. 4, 4, 1. Okay. 9 and 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
Y'all heard it like I heard it. The man said he had an 8.5-inch dick. Now, for those of you wondering, we consider 8.5. That is what we call boyfriend size. Okay, 8.5 is comfortably boyfriend size. Okay, just know 8 to 8.5 is comfortably boyfriend size. Okay, if you want to know, that's right there in the pocket. Not too big, not too small, just right. Well, we could do what we need to do. The man said he had an 8.5. He 5'9", 210. I got an 8.5-inch dick. I mean, if we going down there, is he top, bottom? Is he cut, uncut? I mean, what do we do? Where do we draw the line, sir? Where do we draw the line? Are we reading off grinder profiles, jacked profiles? I don't know. Because I didn't know that when we go down to the combine, we have one of the scouts or one of the trainers make sure they get the measuring tape because we need to make sure that dick size is something that we measure, because dick size is directly proportional to how well this young man is going to do out there on the football field. I'm just telling you what I know. Not that head, Janae. Focus, Janae. The not in Janae, focus. Janae, you know I love you down, girl. Girl, you know I love you down. You right here with me, Janae. You right here with me though. But I didn't know that dick size was directly correlates to how well somebody does on the football field. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out what we got going on here. Listen, I just want to know what we got going on here. Can somebody please explain this to me? Can you please explain this to me? That's all I want you to do. Explain it to me. Okay? Yeah. Y'all, all I do is bring y'all the stories. That's all I do. All I do is read the stories. I don't know what y'all want from me. I really don't know what y'all want from me, okay? All L Teddy do is read the stories. That's all I do. Girl. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a moment. Hold on. What just happened here? What just happened? Oh boy. Oh boy. What I did. What you done did now? What have you done now? What have you done now, L Teddy? You always doing something you ain't got no business doing. Lord. Always pressing some button you ain't got no business pressing. Just pressing buttons. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I pressed the button. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I don't know what I just did, y'all. I have no idea what I just did, y'all. I have no idea. I have no idea what I just did, y'all. What the hell? Oh, just dear God. I pressed the button I should not have pressed. Like an idiot. Like an idiot. Stupid. Real stupid, y'all. Hold on for a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Chat, what did I just do? Oh, Lord. What did I press? It's the new. Oh, dear God. What's wrong now? Hold on, y'all. I just did something real bad too. Fuck. I just did something real bad. Lord. All right. God, stop. All right. Oh, God. Why is this thing doing this? Why is this computer? Why is this doing this? I don't. I just did something really bad, y'all. I did something really bad. Dear God. Okay, let me just do this. I just did something really, really, really bad. And for some reason, I can't fix it. This is so stupid. Oh, God. This is so stupid. I just did something really bad, y'all. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. All right. All right. I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know what I just did, y'all. This is bad. Anyway, let me keep the show must go on, y'all. The show must go on. I just did something really bad. I'm gonna have to fix it when I get off of here. Cause my whole thing here is just all jacked up. Now I done messed up everything here, y'all. Just messed up everything on my freaking oh God. What the hell? The hell, L Teddy. What the hell? Anyway, to God be the glory for the things that he has done. God help us. Lord. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to try one more thing, y'all. One more thing. Okay. Try one more thing. Oh, God. This is so bad, y'all. What I did was so bad. Oh, God. So bad. I don't know how to fix it, y'all. This is bad. Oh my God. What did you do? I pressed the wrong button. And by me pressing the wrong button, it caused just a cluster fuck of fuck shit. All right, we got to move on. You and your fascination with dicks, we ain't got the type of time. All right, let's move on because the show must go on. I got to fix that later. Oh God. Really? It just messed up everything. All right. So T.I. and Tiny are getting $71 million. So apparently, OMG Girls and their attorney just released a statement to news sources. And OMG Girls is owned by T.I. and Tiny. They said in a statement, quote, first and foremost, we'd like to thank God for seeing us through this tough battle. We'd also like to thank our attorneys, John Cavill, Shantae Westmoreland, and Rob Green, and the entire Shepard Mullen team for their diligent work and perseverance on this case. It has taken us over 4 years to get vindication for MGA's unlawful appropriation of our trade dress and likeness, and we are grateful to the jury for their attention during the case and their ability to see the truth through all MGA's distractions. We hope this case makes companies think twice about taking any artist's intellectual property without their permission. We will continue to create our music and grow our signature style for our fans. We love all of you for your support. End of quote. Now, what happened was a jury um awarded them $71 million after a weeks long trial that wrapped up yesterday, and they found that MGA violated the intellectual property rights for OMG Group. Now OMG Groups is signed to And is, I shouldn't say owned, but signed to T.I. and Tiny. T.I. and Tiny, that's their group. And so they said that MGA stole their intellectual property and stuff like that. And anyway, they've been awarded $71 million. Now, and it wasn't necessarily with their music. It mainly had to do with their OMG dolls that they made, that they were selling. And so that's the intellectual property that MGA specifically stole from them. Anyway, they've been awarded $71 million. Yeah. I don't really care for T.I. and Tiny like that. And so I'll keep going. Go with God. Where am I? Listen, this whole y'all, I've been turned all the way upside down because that button I pressed just messed up everything on my computer. Like everything I messed up. It's so bad, y'all. It's so bad. In more news, M&M's now has peanut butter and jelly flavored M&M's. Now, this would go into Really B's shit we ain't asked for segment. I'm sure Really B will have this in her shit we ain't asked for segment, but I just don't know. First of all, I don't even like M&Ms, okay? I didn't like them as a child. I don't like them now. I don't know who around here was clamoring for M&Ms that were filled with peanut butter and jelly. Anybody? Like, this is totally disgusting. Looking at it makes my stomach turn. I gotta keep going. That made my stomach turn. I saw it. I said, yeah, y'all wouldn't y'all may want to know that. Fine ass Reggie Bush is in the news because he is still fine. He been fine. Reggie Bush ain't just got fine. Reggie Bush been fine. Okay. Been fine for 20 plus years. Okay. He been fine. But Reggie Bush now has a case that has a lawsuit that he has filed that could have sweeping repercussions for the NCAA and for a lot of former NCAA players. Let me read this to you real fast because this could be a really, really, really big thing, y'all. Reggie Bush has filed a lawsuit against USC, the Pac-12, and the NCAA demanding compensation for using his name, image, and likeness during his time with the Trojans. Bush's legal team argues that the organizations earned significant profits from his prominence through TV contracts, merchandise, and media rights, both during his time at USC and after he left the NFL. In the lawsuit, Bush's attorneys stated that even after his departure, the three entities continued to benefit financially from his reputation, quote, without any acknowledgement of his contribution, end of quote. Evan Selick, one of Bush's attorneys, emphasized that this case isn't solely about Bush, quote, it's about setting a precedent for the fair treatment of all college athletes, end of quote. Bush was one of the most prolific players of his era, amassing 1,740 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns during his junior year, which earned him the 2005 Heisman Trophy. However, Bush and USC, forfeited the Heisman in 2010 due to NCAA violations related to impermissible benefits. This also led to USC vacating the 2004 national title and 14 game victories. The introduction of NIL, and that's name, image, likeness compensation for college athletes in 2021 reignited Bush's fight for recognition. He has since filed a separate lawsuit against the NCAA for defamation after a spokesman claimed Bush was involved in, quote, pay for play arrangements, end of quote. Earlier this year, the Heisman Trust reinstated his trophy, citing the, quote, enormous changes in college football, end of quote, and Bush's number 5 jersey was redisplayed at USC's home opener. Despite recent efforts by USC to reconnect with Bush, his legal team criticizes the delay in addressing the injustices. Talks are also reportedly underway to have Bush lead USC out of the tunnel for a game this season. Now, let me tell y'all why this is important. This is important because if a court finds in his favor, this opens the door for every former college player to sue their former school, the former athletic conference, as well as the NCAA for retro compensation, because NIL, name, image, likeness deals are a thing now. Current college students do get compensated and paid for their name, image, and likeness, but that wasn't the case. And what Reggie Bush is doing, he is suing his school, USC, University of Southern California, the Pac-12, which was his athletic conference, as well as the NCAA as a whole, because they all benefited in the billions with a B from his name, image, and likeness. And that's through marketing deals, that's through TV deals, that's through all types of branding and marketing. Now, I'm really going to watch this because this could open up a Pandora's box that could be catastrophic for NCAA and for all of these institutions. Now, we know all of these institutions are owned, governed, and ran by the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, and a lot of people involved stand to lose a lot of money, and they don't want to do that. Why? Because majority of the people who they would owe money to look like this and not like this, okay? They look like this and not like this. So what that means is they're not trying to pay black people all that money that they know they owe black people. For all of those decades that college football made money on the backs and bodies of these black people, of these black men. Now, I'm going to monitor the situation, but I'm telling you, if this young man gets any sniff at a victory on this, in this, oh, it'll be catastrophic. Now, I know I'm a cynic and I'm thinking it's not going to go through, but I said the same thing with NIL deals. I never thought in my lifetime that we would have name, image, likeness deals in college footballs. And right now we have name, image, likeness deals, NIL deals in college sports, not just football, college, all of college sports. So who's to say? I don't know. He may get a court to rule in his favor, but I can see this going all the way to the Supreme Court. I can see this being for all the way up to the Supreme Court level. This will be very, like you said, Miss Bay thing, this will be very interesting. Very interesting. We got to move on, cutie. The only reason I bring this before you is because I just want to read the headline. I'm not going to even go through the gory details, but here's the headline. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Miami influencer allegedly high on pink cocaine kills 2 in horrific crash. Shocking video shows her casually leaving the scene. An Instagram model accused of killing 2 while allegedly driving high on pink cocaine is shown fleeing the scene of the deadly crash in a newly released video. Macy Marie Lathers, 25, was driving under the influence on a suspended license in downtown Miami when she killed 2 men in a silver Suzuki, Abraham Molina and Jesus Robio, as they were on their way to work. A third passenger, Juana Hernandez, Molina's fiance, was injured and miraculously survived. Around 7 a.m. on August 10th, the self-described influencer ran a red light and slammed her white Mercedes into a black Range Rover, which then careened into the Suzuki. Police reportedly said she was traveling at 57 miles an hour on North Miami Avenue, pressing her foot on the accelerator at 100%, causing her car's speed to reach 78 miles per hour at the point of impact. The spooky video obtained by news outlets begins just moments before the horrific crash and shows the Mercedes speeding down the street into the intersection. The footage then cuts to a woman identified as Lathers by police, wavering unsteadily as she walks down the street away from the crash site with her red hoodie pulled all the way up over her head. Now, I know where that, me and Nessa and TJ, we know where downtown Miami is and where where Miami Avenue is. Now, downtown Miami, North Miami Avenue, there's a light at every single intersection. You ain't got a whole lot of time and opportunity to be doing a whole lot of racing. So you really got to be doing a lot to be going 80 miles an hour. Like if you are racing through downtown Miami, there is literally a fucking traffic light on every corner of Miami Avenue, North Miami Avenue, every corner. Lock her ass up. It's the pink cocaine. The pink cocaine. Pink cocaina. I'm just saying. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the great Larry Myers to help us usher in your Sugar Spike segment.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long now, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Now listen. We finally got people doing the right thing, okay? So a Haitian group in Ohio has filed official complaint against Trump and JD Vance. Let me read this real fast. A grassroots immigrant advocacy group filed a complaint seeking criminal charges in Springfield, Ohio, against former President Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator JD Vance, over their role in elevating false allegations against Haitian immigrants abducting and eating local pets. The complaint, filed by Haitian Bridge Alliance in Clark County Municipal Court, alleges that Trump and Vance, by amplifying those claims, had a quote direct impact, end quote, in spurring the 33 bomb threats and rocked the Southwest Ohio city. Quote, like those who falsely shout fire in a crowded theater, Trump and Vance do not color within the lines of the First Amendment. They commit criminal acts, end of quote, the group said. The Haitian Bridge Alliance Executive Director Gerline Joseph filed the document backed by an affidavit alleging Trump and Vance committed 7 separate offenses, including disrupting public services, making false alarms, aggravated menacing, complicity, and telecommunications harassment. News outlets have reached out to the Trump campaign, but they have not responded to the lawsuit. Quote, HBA filed this criminal charge to hold Trump and Vance accountable for their devastating harm. They caused our community in Springfield and has impacted Haitians around the United States, end of quote, Ms. Joseph said in a statement. Yeah, I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for all parts of it. Sue their asses. Sue the fuck out of their asses. Shout out to them. Because Trump do the same thing. Trump has a history of, you say anything about him, he's going to put you in court with a frivolous lawsuit just to force you to spend money on attorneys' fees. Now, this is not a frivolous lawsuit by any stretch of the imagination, and thus I hope that that we get a favorable outcome in this, because they should be held criminally liable for their insidious comments. I'm here for all parts of it. Shout out to Haitian Bridge Alliance. Shout out to them. In other sugar spiky news, oh yes, you see it. So, an Oklahoma high school has canceled their homecoming after white students nonchalantly posed in the photo you see there, wearing letters spelling out the racial slur you see there for Spirit Week. A viral photo of 6 high school students in Oklahoma who wore letters spelling out a racial slur on their school's campus has sparked outrage in the community. The image shows 6 white students in Tishomingo High School, each wearing a letter that spells the N-word. The students reportedly wore the letters during a Spirit Week activity before the school's homecoming game. Tishomingo Public School Superintendent Brandon Moreland issued a statement to the district community last week, apologizing for the incident and noting that the students made an quote extremely poor decision by displaying a disrespectful and very inappropriate racial slur, end of quote. Moreland states that the students involved are facing disciplinary action, but could not release further details due to state and federal privacy laws. Quote, racism and discrimination in any form will never be tolerated or accepted on our campus and is not reflective of the values of our students, school, or community. Our student body and staff include community members from all backgrounds, races, and religions, which is one of many aspects that make our campus exceptional. End of quote. The Tishomingo High School homecoming game and all related activities were also canceled due to ongoing safety and security concerns. Moreland said school security was enhanced after the incident and that all threats have been directed to law enforcement. Quote, while it is unfortunate that the actions of a few are impacting a long-standing tradition enjoyed by many in our community, discussions with our local law enforcement partners reinforced the district's decision to cancel, prioritizing the safety of Tishomingo and Antlers students, fans, and participants, end of quote. And that's in a notice that was sent out by the school district. The incident was condemned by many community members, several of whom wanted more transparency on the disciplinary actions the students faced. Quote, these young men had no fears, hesitations, or considerations for others. The boldness, the audacity, the recklessness, the stupidity, and the lack of a conscious mind, wrote one, end of quote, is what one parent wrote on Facebook. Listen, white people are going to do what white people do. I applaud the school district. Cancel the whole homecoming. Everything canceled. The football game canceled. The homecoming dance canceled. All of the rest of the activities, cancel everything. Because I promise you, they would not be putting this up if there wasn't an atmosphere for this. If there wasn't a whole culture of this in that school, in that student body, they would not be doing this. They did this and thought it was cool because this is what they normally do. A mess. Cancel everything. Cancel everything. I'm here for it. Cancel everything. Do you hear me? Cancel it all. All of it. And the students need to be expelled. Hell, Daryl George lost a whole year of his education because of his hair. Because of his hair. And you got these people descended from the Caucasus Mountains willfully doing these types of things, expel their ass. Expel them. They should lose a whole year on their education as well. I don't have no understanding for them. I have no understanding. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all made Daryl George lose out on a whole year of education because of his hair. Oh no, something need to happen. Something need to happen to them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Let me go on before I spike out. In our last story of the day, where's Harold? I ain't even seen Harold today. Somebody go in the members only chat and ask Harold where he's at. Where he at? Harold. Where's Harold? Because I ain't seen Harold all day. Now, this is coming out of the great city of Birmingham in the great state of Alabama. Let me read this to you. A judge in Alabama has lifted his restraining order against the closure of a historic 24-hour LGBTQ plus bar that had its license revoked following a double homicide in May and other acts of violence over the past year. Jefferson County Circuit Court Judge Marshall Jackson Hatcher issued an injunction on September 18th after the Birmingham City Council had revoked the business license for the Quest Club following a contentious council meeting a week earlier. Hatcher lifted the order on Saturday, finding the council had given proper notification to the historic bar on Thursday. The Quest Club had been operating as an LGBTQ plus bar since 1982, but before that was a popular dance club. But before that, it was a popular dance club in the 1970s. The club operated 24 hours a day and has been accused of lax security. Police say the club has been the scene of repeated acts of violence in recent years, including multiple homicides. The club's owner, Don Sparks, blamed loose gun laws for the reported incidents at the confrontational city council meeting on September 10th. Quote, "You can buy a gun and carry it, but you can't buy a pack of cigarettes," in the quote, Sparks said at the fiery council meeting. Quote, "I believe you all are very unserious about this situation. Your establishment is a serious hazard. People take a risk every time they step inside it that they will possibly be killed," in the quote. And that's what Council Member JT Moore said angrily when he responding to Mr. Sparks and his attorneys. Council member JT Moore said he visited the club in August and found no security screening for guns, and 2 police officers also reported a lack of security when they paid a recent visit to the club. Police said that they have been called to the Quest Club 109 times in the past year and 44 times in the last 6 months. Police were also called to the club on Friday, May 24th, for a reported shooting. Once there, they found 2 men shot and mortally wounded outside the club. The men reportedly got into a fight, pulled guns, and shot each other. Terrell Brown Jr., 32, died at the scene. Shane Gady, 32, was taken to a local hospital where he died the following Sunday. Now, let me tell y'all also what this is about. Let me tell y'all also what this is about, okay? Now, this is absolutely a black gay club. This is a black gay club in Birmingham. Okay? The black gay community are really upset about this because in a lot of cities like this is their only spot. This is the only place you can go. And this is not the only club in the city that may not have the security that they, that police would like them to have. they see this as a way for them to shut down the only black LGBTQ plus establishment, thus snuffing out their presence within the city. Now, yesterday we just talked about Birmingham because there was a whole mass shooting in Birmingham outside of a straight club. Now, I wonder if we're going to have them trying to shut down that same straight club that they had the mass shooting outside of the other day. Is the city council going to do that? Mayor Woodfin. Now, we just looked at your fine ass yesterday, Mayor Woodfin. Where are you on this, Mayor? Do we need to look at him again? I'm just asking. Do we need to look at Mayor Woodfin? I just want to know, if we need to, we could pull him back up if we need. Do we need to pull up Mayor Woodfin again? I'm just asking for myself. I mean, is that something that we need to do? Listen, where's he at? Where's Mayor Woodfin? Mayor Woodfin. We have questions. Oh, fine ass. We have questions, Mayor Woodfin. We have real substantive questions that we need to ask you, sir. We got questions that we need answers to. Now, why for, sir, are y'all shutting down? Why, sir, are y'all shutting down the only black gay establishment in this city? Hold on, sir, because we need answers. We need answers, Mayor Woodfin. We need answers. Why, sir? Why are y'all shutting this stuff down? Why, sir, are y'all shutting stuff down, Mayor Woodfin? Why? We need answers. Are y'all going to shut down the straight club? Are y'all going to shut down the straight club that was just the location of a whole ass mass shooting? Are y'all shutting them down? I just want to know, because I'm like the owner. Y'all got these loose ass gun laws. People can go anywhere and carry anything, weapons wherever. And these, the girls like to fight. The girls like to fight, okay? I think that what you should do is you should say, listen, we're not going to shut you down, but we are going to make you require that you have better security at the place. Fine, great. But for y'all to summarily shut the place down, basically snuffing out the presence of the black gay community in the city, that's a problem. That's a problem. Mayor Woodfin, we need answers, okay? We need answers. We want to know where you are. We want to know where you are on these issues, sir. Where are you on these issues? Okay? We need answers. We need real, substantive answers, sir. Mayor Woodfin. Mayor Woodfin. We need answers. Somebody go find him. Fine ass. Somebody go find him and tell him we need to have a conversation. A whole conversation. Anybody else need to have a conversation with Mayor Woodfin? Or is it just me? Is it just me? I'm just asking. I love how that suit is hugging them biceps. You see how that suit hugging them biceps like that? I'm telling y'all what I know. When the suit hug the biceps like that. I'm just saying. Somebody need to go find him and tell him we need answers. Anybody over there in the Birmingham delegation that could go over there and get Mayor Woodfin and tell him that we need some answers? Somebody need to go find him and tell him that we need some answers. We're not just gonna go for this. We can't go for that mere woodfin. We need real substantive answers. Okay? Real answers. We need real answers. So, yeah. Answers. Mayor Woodfin, give us some answers. Give us some answers that we need. Anyway. Hey, y'all, I'm from Texas. We about to get out of here. Hey, Mayor. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? Y'all know we're gonna be back here tonight for Red, Blue, and Black. Me and Cams. We're gonna be back here tonight, doing it like only we can. Y'all make sure y'all are here for it. Have your notifications set. Make sure you have your face in the place. Don't be late. We're gonna be back here at 9 o'clock. Have your face in the place. Do not be late. Be here, okay? Be here. Now, I'm about to send y'all over to Really B. She should be about to get started at any given moment. If y'all go y'all ass over there and tell that woman that I made y'all late, it's going to be smoke in China. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. That's all I got for y'all until later tonight. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. Y'all hold on right there. I'm going to send y'all over to Really B right now.